returning, but as of now, just clear. And our futurecast here as we go hour by hour, already adding a few clouds right around 6 p.m., 7 o'clock. It is mostly clear. No worries. As we look north, they actually have some beneficial rain. They really need to see rain in Northern California, and that is exactly where the rain is falling. There's also some snow in the sea areas, which is great for this time of the year. They count on that rainfall a lot more than we do here in San Diego, so it is great to see that happening, and it's also great to see great weather for baseball, of course. 65 degrees in Oceanside, 60 through Ramona, 60s in Alpine, 61 in Campo. Kearney Mesa, you're at 64 degrees. As we go overnight, the marine layer will start rebuilding, and most likely there's going to be some patchy fog by early tomorrow morning. More clouds are going to be hanging around the county on Friday, but overnight, which will be the biggest change as we go into the weekend. The numbers will continue going up just a couple of degrees. By Sunday, 69 degrees. For Easter Sunday, Monday, 71, back to the upper 60s on Tuesday. Our inland communities will average in the low 70s on Friday and Saturday. On Sunday, your warmest day, or actually a little bit higher by Monday, and that's because high pressure will peak by then, but it's only going to be a brief warm up, and then the numbers go back down just like in the mountains. 67 degrees by Tuesday. In the deserts, temperatures will average in the mid-80s. We're going to go back live to the town, the block party, the game. It has been beautiful and mostly sunny, but now things are changing. And so as we look to the north, some good news for Northern California, and also for this year is looking at some snow and some rain out there. Look at that. And this is really beneficial. This is an area of the state that's still under extreme drought, so they need this. But we also need nice weather, right, for all the events happening, and we've gotten it today. It is going to be a little cloudier again. The marine layer will be back, and this will continue to deepen through the weekend, which is going to lead to just clouds in the morning, patchy fog, and then eventually sunny skies. It's going to look a little different tomorrow. To be honest, we're going to see some high clouds hanging around. So what you see here, this is just a veil of high clouds. It is not going to prevent you from enjoying the sunshine. There's going to be a lot more sunshine Saturday and Sunday once that marine layer clears, and there's a clear separation between those low clouds and then just sunny skies. Our temperatures, 59 degrees in Ramona, 57 Alpine, 60 in Vista, and 60 in Del Mar. The pattern right now, it is zonal. Everything moving west to east. So not a huge change on the way, but there's a high pressure system to the south, which is going to bring warmer weather for the beginning of next week. And I'll show you where the changes will happen all around the county, Lindsay.
Oh, really beautiful weather for the weekend.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
It really does feel like spring right now, Angelica.
It does. A lot of times people ask about the moon and the names, and it's often related to agriculture or something else going on in habitat. Somebody was naming it a long time ago, but yes, the pink moon, it's going to be pretty. Looking at any issues as of now, tomorrow morning, just tracking the possibility for some patchy clouds as well. Temperatures tonight doing a little bit better, and the reason why they're not as cold as last night is actually because of those clouds that arrived just a few hours ago. They will continue building overnight. We'll see clouds all the way into tomorrow morning with temperatures averaging in the low 60s into the early morning hours at 1 p.m. Inland communities will average right around 71 degrees, but the clouds are here to stay through the weekend. It'll be a nice weekend nonetheless. The numbers averaging in the upper 60s on Saturday. The pattern, we call this zonal, and that is when the storms move from west to east. You can see there's no variability, no cold air kind of dipping down, but that'll start to change as we head into next week, allowing warmer air also to work its way in. Typically, if it starts heating up somewhere, that means another part of the world, because everything is just wrapping around, of course, is also cooling down. So changes as we head into next week. For the coast is going to be minor, only 71 degrees, but as we travel into our inland communities, those numbers are going to bump up on Sunday to 76 degrees. It'll make for a great Easter Sunday. Inland communities, areas like Escondido, will be at 75, 76 El Cajon, Valley Center 74, and 71 degrees in La Mesa. As we continue seeing that trend of warming conditions, Monday 79 degrees, but then we go back to 80 degrees with temperatures averaging in the mid-70s also for the beginning of the week, and warm for next week on Monday in the deserts, but tomorrow is going to be another nice day all around the county. Kimberly?
That sounds beautiful. Thank you, Angelica. Angelica.
In our satellite day and radar, you can see the storm approaching and the cold front that stretches all the way over the ocean. That front is what's bringing our chances. But this is really good rain, even what you see to the north, because most of the state still under very dry conditions. And some of our Sierras may actually get between 10 to 20 inches of snow. This is a very healthy system, mostly for Northern California. For us, it is going to be a wind maker. It is going to bring temperatures down, but it's also going to bring a little bit of rain. A wind advisory will stay in effect until 6 p.m. Friday. Mountains and deserts could see gusts as high as 60 miles per hour. At this hour, it's about half an inch, and we've only gotten about 1/100th of an inch for San Diego. So if we get 1/10 of an inch, that is something. At least it is better than where we are so far. Looking at our 7-day forecast, temperatures will stay in the low 60s tomorrow at the coast, improving as we go into the weekend. And like I mentioned, also a warm up on the way. 82 degrees on Sunday. The numbers will go up even more on Monday. Not a huge difference for the coast, but it'll be a big difference for our inland communities, where the numbers will go from 88 on Sunday to low 90s on Monday. And the possibility for record heat will be for San Diego and possibly Vista as well. The temperature storm too, with highs in the 40s, but closer to 70 for the weekend. Our deserts could be closer to 100 by Monday, with a little bit of rain for tomorrow. Kimberly, back to you.
Thank you, Angelica. Lots of sunshine for the Earth Fair festivities this weekend. Angelica's tracking it all.
That's right. Lots of sunshine and a little bit of heat too. It's going to start heating up this weekend. It'll be warmer. It'll be drier, and St. Ana winds could be a possibility by Monday. The heat is expected to peak on Monday, and I'll show you what the numbers look like in our Super 7-day forecast as we look closer to our Saturday with all those events happening, whether you're going to stay closer to downtown San Diego or maybe head up to the North County to Buccaneer Park for their Earth Fair event. Also expecting some nice weather. Temperatures will average in the mid to upper 60s between noon and 2 o'clock. So if you get there around 11, it's going to be comfortable, but heating up throughout the lunch hour. By the afternoon, still comfortable in the upper 60s. On Sunday, highs right around 80 degrees. But if you're going to be outside on Sunday, be ready for the heat. It might be a little bit too much for the kids. So if you're going to be outside, do it early, middle of the day, probably good time for a nap. 80 degrees on Sunday, 79 in Oceanside, and low 70s in Imperial Beach. So if you want it a little bit cooler, you may have to stay closer to Imperial Beach. In Chula Vista, 79 degrees on Sunday. Next week, temperatures will average in the lows, where the numbers are going to be much greater on Monday. Look at that, 90 degrees, expecting the possibility of near record heat, especially for San Diego, where the numbers will go up to 84. The record is 83. Areas like El Cajon are also going to be very close to that record. In Alpine, 89 degrees. The record is 91, so possibly shy by just a couple of degrees. It's good to see rain before that shift, but we still have to be on guard, of course.
Excellent. Thank you, Angelica. Appreciate it.
Looking at the numbers across the county, mostly 60s right now, 51 degrees in Ramona, so much cooler in comparison to earlier today when we did have 90s in places like Escondido, also in Santee, temperatures well over 90 degrees. Now you're starting to see clouds increase, and this is going to be the pattern as we go into tonight. And actually each night and each morning, we will see more clouds across the county stretching farther east. This futurecast is really spreading those clouds farther into our mountains and deserts. Most likely tomorrow morning, it'll be just along the immediate coastline, perhaps even some low visibility in a couple of spots. The typical areas that start getting a little bit foggy once that marine layer starts to deepen. And then again, this will continue towards the end of the week. So we'll go into the low 70s for tomorrow, Wednesday 60s, and then back down to 65 degrees on Thursday. Taking a look at the hourly breakdown for tomorrow near the coast. Temperatures will start in the upper 50s, then gradually going up to the 70s right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The afternoon, nice and comfortable, and even into the evening, low 60s, which is really not bad at all. It'll be the coolest day of the week, and then temperatures will go up slightly on Friday. So looking at some of the numbers in San Diego, 65, Oceanside 67, 62 Imperial Beach, and 64 degrees in Chula Vista. Do expect to see low clouds each morning before we see more of a mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the afternoon. Our inland communities will be in for a warm day. All in all, much better than today. Low 80s, giving most most areas, a 10-degree drop from today to tomorrow. So that is a nice improvement. We're heading into the right direction. Temperatures should be back to near normal by Wednesday. So tomorrow still above average, around 80 degrees between 1 and 3 o'clock. Into the evening hours, temperatures will be in the upper 60s. If you're hoping to step outside, maybe enjoy some of the outdoors after work or later into the evening, still comfortable. As we go into the coolest day, 60s. Escondido only 68 degrees by Thursday. Valley Center 67 degrees. In our mountain for the weekend, and then next week cooling back down.
We like comfortable. That's great.
It'll be nice.
Thanks, Angelica.